Okay, this video is 3 ways to block a website. I'll use Reddit as an example. The 3 ways will be, the first way will be rerouting the request to localhost so it doesn't leave your computer and it just draws a blank whenever you go to it. The second way is to block JavaScript on the website, and the third way is to use a feature of Brave browser called Shields, where you just input using a adblock syntax the website, and then it will block it for you. We'll get to that later anyway. I'll be using Linux Mint on a laptop and also an Android phone. Okay, so I'll just show you that the website actually works at the moment. Reddit.com. Okay, it works. Cool. I'll just close it. Now, bring up the terminal. You want to go sudo nano. Nano is the text editor that everybody has. Etsy/hosts. Etsy is the folder, hosts is the file. Okay. In this IPv4 section, you want to add the website that you want to block and make it look kind of like the following. Well, it's just localhost with the website. Copy it, paste it in with Control-Shift-V. In my case, I'm pasting it in. You would type it in 127.0.0.1 with any combinations of the website. As you can see there, this is the IPv6 equivalent of that. Actually, I don't need this, and you might not need it either, but I'm just putting it in to show you. And then Control X to quit, save with Y. The file name's already there, you can see, don't change it, just press enter, and that's done. Now there's a few things here to note. Okay, so it's still working, you see that? There's 2 lots of cookies here, at least, that need to be flushed. Let's flush the browser ones first. My browser's set to dump cookies when you close it, so I'll close it and bring it up again and see if that worked. See if Reddit still works. I reckon it will. Okay, I'm wrong. That's good. Let's try www. Cool, not working. That's good. However, I have had in the past, and you might have it too, where you need to flush the cache here in the system. So use this command for that. I'll just show you that. Flush cache. And that worked, as there were no errors. So that was the first method. I started talking a bit of crap that went for a minute too long, so I cut it off. This is the second method now. Now I'm on an Android phone. This works on a number of different Android browsers, this same method, and also on desktop or laptop browsers. It just blocks JavaScript from functioning. Sites like Reddit, or whatever, Facebook, Instagram, need JavaScript, so when you block JavaScript, they're either really broken or they just don't work. So you go into settings. This is Brave browser, not for any particular reason, just happen to be using it. Go into site settings here. Scroll down to JavaScript. add site exception. We'll put in a couple of variations here. There's also old Reddit, but I'm not going to talk about that. It'll just make the video longer than it needs to be. Okay. Now, I think this will work if I refresh the page, but just keep in mind cookies could be a factor. So if it doesn't work, flush the cookies by deleting browsing data, close the browser, reopen it, etc. This is why we need to block this website. Okay, so I'll refresh it, and you'll see that now it doesn't work. It's still there, but it's broken and effectively doesn't function anymore. That's the second method. And there's one more method. Okay, this is the third way to block a website. This is specific to Brave on Android. And just a quick note that you don't have to use the Google Play Store to install Brave browser. You can get it directly from GitHub, or you can put the releases page into Obtainium, and Obtainium will manage the updates and everything for you, which is pretty handy. That's what I did. Okay, so to do it, just as an example here, I've got Reddit. You can see it's working. Click on a post. Comments are available. I'll close that. Go to settings. You can slow this down later if it's too fast for you. Go to settings, up the top, Brave Shields and Privacy. I've highlighted it there briefly. Content filtering. Create custom filters. This uses adblock filter syntax. So to double pipe, I'll move this. Pipe, then pipe again. Then for this example, reddit.com with a little up arrow. Save changes. That change was saved successfully. Now, just as a note, you could also block other variations of the domain, like for Reddit. There's also old Reddit, which would probably still work. I haven't tried it. And maybe like www. I'm not sure. You might want to just block all combinations if that's what you need to do, but I'm just showing one here. Okay, so changes saved, and I'll just go back and show you that. I've already got it here, paste it in, reddit.com. So you get 1, 2, 3 things there, server error, but you can't click on them and the website's broken. See, that won't open, retry, doesn't work. That's the third method. Quick note, other browsers, you can also pass in lists of content to be filtered, but from what I've seen, Brave makes it the easiest, and you can just add individual websites in there. Other ones that I tried, you need to host a list and add it, or add a list that's hosted already somewhere full of content that needs to be blocked. And that's the third method.